Hey dudes, CI here. So I just got done reading this article in the Rolling Stone. It's about the legalization of pot, so it's kind of on my mind. Legalizing pot is becoming a real thing here in the United States, especially out here on the West Coast. First, Washington State legalized pot. Now Oregon has done it. Next, California is probably going to be doing it, and I think Alaska as well. There's other states as well. Colorado has had free pot for a while. When I say free, what I mean is legal. New York is going to try and legalize weed. Washington, D.C. There's probably a bunch of places that I'm not aware of or that are just in the preliminary stages. We're kind of at or very close to a tipping point where our entire culture in the United States, our entire country is sort of changing. We're seeing things differently. We're thinking differently about marijuana, and we're realizing it's not as bad as we have been told for so much of our life. And I think this is great. I look forward to all these states, this entire country passing laws that will legalize weed and get some of these kids out of prison who aren't bad people. They've just been in prison for years and years and years because they like to smoke weed. And that's a pretty stupid reason to send somebody to prison. Funny thing about it is, I don't even smoke weed. I've never been a pot smoker, but I'm for the legalization for a variety of reasons. You know, we're reaching a tipping point on marijuana, and it reminds me a lot of the United States and its relationship to gay people, because I feel that in the last few years, last 5 to 10 years, we've reached a tipping point on gay people, where the United States, a lot of us, most of us, the majority of us just don't care anymore. We're totally cool with gay people. Gay marriage, just gay stuff in general. Kids today just don't care. I heard this story once about this guy, this old conservative old man in Congress, who switched his position on gay marriage from against it to for it. And the media asked him why, and he said, well, I was talking to my granddaughter. And she was like, Granddad, you guys just don't get it. Nobody my age cares if someone's gay. You old people are the only ones who cares. And so this conservative old senator realized she was right, realized that he didn't understand his country anymore, and so he switched his vote. So I say more power to him, more power to his daughter, and more power to the entire generation of young people in America today who are willing to just let people be people. If it's not hurting anyone else, just let them do it. Weed, being gay, whatever. No big deal. Let's all live and let live. I think that's fabulous. You know, I can't speak about Latvian history or Portuguese history. I sort of hope that Linda and Tiago will tell us a little something about that. But if you look back at American history, you can find a whole lot of other times when things changed on key issues, when conservative old people fought new ideas but were eventually outlived and overwhelmed by the young and the liberal and the progressive. Slavery. Conservatives fought hard to keep slavery, but they lost out in the end. Women voting, the 5-day work week, clean air, clean water, all of these were fought against by old conservative white men. And all of those things were fought for by the young and the progressive. So what's the next thing that America will have a tipping point about? Really, if you want to answer that question, you should just ask yourself, what are the old, angry conservatives against? Because whatever they're against, that's the next thing that will start to change. Those people will be outlived, and better people will come along. It makes me wonder what I'll be talking about, what I'll be vlogging about 20 years from now. What will be the issue then? Well, whatever it is, we can predict who will be against it, and history tells us that they will lose. All right, guys, I will see you all next week. Linda, I'll see you tomorrow.